Welcome to part 21 of the book of Revelations, December the 29th, still, 2023. I say still because we're edging toward midnight. Well, actually, technically, by the Mazaroth and the way that the Bible divides time, we would already be considered in the 30th. But y'all don't divide time the way that the Bible does. But anyways, yes. See, he seeketh to change time and laws. And what is he doing? But that very thing. With the way that how he has changed time, and the way that we look at time, the way that we do the calendar, everything. So don't tell me that we have not been given into their hands for a time. But do you know what it's time for? That's right. It's time for us to go to the enemy's camp and take back what they stole from us. So, let's get on into this. Revelations 2, recapping verse 26. And he that overcomes, and keeps my works to the end. To him will I give power over the nations. Now, see, if you're not in it to win it, you ain't going to be getting power over the nations. Those of you that think you're going to zoom off to Magic Carpet Fairyland, that's not how the rapture works. And the rapture is real. Absolutely. It's 1 Thessalonians 4 where it talks about the catching away. But listen, you got to endure to the end, all the way to that point, faithful to the Lord and His Word and not in sin. Just like it says right there. Because that is the end for the church. Once we come to that point. Because then His wrath is coming. And He's got to have the church out of His way so He can pour out His wrath without hitting His church. Because He's not going to hit His. And keeps, verse 27. And He shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of the potter shall they be broken to shivers, which is pieces, even as I received of my Father. How about that? That is how we are supposed to rule the nations if we are those ones that rule the nations. Is with the rod of iron, which is this word. Strict, stern. Spare the rod, spoil the child. We can't be doing that. And I will give him the morning star. And he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Now we're going into chapter 3. And to the angel of the church in Sardis write, these things saith he that has the 7 spirits of God, and the 7 stars. I know your works, that you have a name, that you live and are dead. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain, that are ready to die. For I have not found your works perfect, which means complete. God is telling somebody right now, He is not finding their works complete before God. Remember, therefore, how you received and heard, and hold fast. Repent. And if therefore you shall not watch, I will come unto you as a thief, and you shall not know what hour I come upon you. You see, that's who he's coming as a thief to. Those that are not watching for him. We're supposed to ever be watching for him and ever be ready. But when you're allowing yourself to live in this world and you're laying up your treasures here, you're not watching for him, because you're wrapped up in the treasures of this life and your wants here and your desires here, and you're not keeping watch for him. And he's going to come unto you in an hour you think not. Yes. He's going to come unto you as a thief. And you shall not know what hour I will come upon you. Verse 4. You have a few names in Sardis which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. See what that's saying? There are actually people who are worthy to walk with God. He that overcomes, the same shall be clothed in white remnant, which is white clothing, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before angels. Can you imagine Jesus declaring you before everyone in heaven, saying, I know them, they're my friend. This is my friend. I know this person. That would be so amazing, right? Because all my life, most people have been ashamed of me. They didn't want to know me. My family was ashamed of me. Not because of deeds I'd done. They didn't think I was as good as them or as smart as them. So I wasn't good enough because I wouldn't do the things they wanted me to do. So I wasn't good enough for them. But it's okay. Because the King, he's going to confess my name before everybody. Because he's not ashamed of me. He's going to confess my name before the angels. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. He that has an ear, verse 6, Revelations 3:6. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that has the key of David. He that opens, he that opens and no man shuts, and shuts and no man opens. I know your works. Behold, I have set before you an open door, and no man can shut it. For you have a little strength, which means little power, and have kept my word, and have not denied my name. I'll never deny his name. Satan keeps trying, but no. He's the only king. He's been my only friend most of my life. I've had a few times where he put some good friends in my life. And I'm thankful for those moments. But there's been a lot of lonesome moments when he was my only friend. Just him and him alone. Verse 9, Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you. You know, I really don't want anybody to worship before my feet. I just want people to love one another and to be equal and to stop hating one another. That's all I really want. The only people whose feet they should bow at anyway is Jesus'. Because you have kept the word of my patience. Verse 10. Because you have kept the word of my patience, which is perseverance. Now this is one of my favorite verses. This is a rapture verse. This is the verse that the Lord used in the depths of my studies when he first took me into this book to show me the rapture was real. And it blew my mind. Sorry, I had to grab a quick drink of water. Anyway. Because you have, this is Revelation 3:10, rapture verse. Because you have kept the word of my patience, which is perseverance, I will keep you from the hour of temptation, which means testing, which shall come upon the whole world to try, which means test, them that dwell upon the earth. Them that dwell upon the earth. Let me say that once more again. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Well, if you ain't upon the earth, it ain't gonna come upon you if you done been caught up by the Lord. This trial is not going to come upon you because you ain't on the earth no more. Now, pay attention. Behold, I come quickly. See that? He's saying it comes quickly. So hold that fast, which means firmly, as we already said over in this other verse. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which you have, that no man take your crown. Don't let anybody talk you out of believing in 1 Thessalonians 4, the catching away. Because it absolutely is real. And if you endure past that, and you're still here, then you're going into the tribulation. That means your grape harvest. That means you're going into the second death. We'll get into that as we go on. And hopefully by the grace of God, I'll be able to explain it out to you. Because it's in this here book. So, see you in the next part.